Well lads, what's the crack? So with safety secured, what should Newcastle's aim be for next season? Because I'm pretty sure Rafa Benitez does not want to be doing relegation scraps for the rest of his life.
The goal for next season is as always to stay up. Anything after that is a bonus, but again it all comes down to if we keep that man Rafa Benitez at the club.
Europe. I've never bought into this fact that they were only championship players. I thought we had better players than people gave us credit for. And the players we've got have improved. I think with Rafa Benitez, if he stays, we've got good players that can become excellent players, possibly internationals. Look at Lascelles, who's a potential international, other players like that. If we can bring some quality in during the summer, yeah, I think we can hit the Europe spots.
They should push for a top 10 finish and maybe buy a few players to get better. I think right now at this minute, Newcastle United is a great team, a great young team, but need a bit more uncertainty when it comes to going forward. Got great players, young players, but you know, a big centre forward would be required.
Hopefully try and get in that top 10, not quite 7th place, so I think we've got a lot of work to do, but if we want to get 7th, we're going to have to strengthen the team in a lot of key areas. The number 10, a right back, a couple of midfielders, and it's all about just building.
I think we've got to bring a few strikers in. I think Gale's just too weak up front. Hoslu, maybe sign Kennedy on a permanent deal, but not European football, maybe just solidify our place in the Premier League.
So why do you think that they were kind of underperforming then before Christmas?
I think it was a combination of things. I think the expectation was very high. I think they were very nervous in a lot of games. I think they'd basically been told they were going to be relegated by a lot of people, and I think maybe they believed that. I think there's a strong belief now. I think there's a feel-good factor back with the club. Very, very positive vibe about the club at the moment. Imperative we keep Rafa Benitez. I think he's the catalyst. I think he's the key. He's the glue that keeps the club together at the moment.
Rafa Benitez wants money, he said that, and he's been growing frustrated, and it's going to be a massive summer for Newcastle. This is probably going to be the biggest summer in our club's history.
Oh, that all depends on whether Mike Ashley will be staying. It depends whether Rafa will be staying, which will depend on Mike Ashley whether Mike Ashley stays or goes. And hopefully he will go. I'll let a new owner come in and work the magic, invest money into the club, money that we haven't seen for a long time, and who knows, we could go places.
What's it been like for you to watch Newcastle in the last decade or so? Because I mean, you were obviously a great player here, you saw some great European nights. So far away from that now.
Need probably somebody who believes believe in the club, believe in the team, somebody who's prepared to put the money and invest in the squad. I think once we do that, you know, we can see that the quality is there, but we need a bit more experience throughout the team.
If Ashley, especially if Ashley is still there, I can't really see us making much of an improvement, if at all.
Were you kind of insinuating Mike Ashley then is sort of
No, I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying that would be what I see. You know, people who knows the game would understand it.
Rafa Benitez is an ambitious manager. He wants to improve the squad. He wants to get in that European positions. I'm not saying Champions League football, but a club of this size should be in the Europa League. We should be competing with some of the big clubs that maybe, you know, drop out the Champions League if we go beyond in the Europa League. And we should be competing not only in the Europa League but in the FA Cup, the League Cup. This is what this club deserves.
We're not going to win a cup anytime soon. I would love them to win a cup, but you just see where you finish at, then work on this in this first season, and then we aim higher. But it's not going to happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight.
So do you think it's a failure to be in the bottom half?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I believe so. It's Newcastle United Football Club. You know, we should be ambitious. We should be up there with the likes of where Burnley are. No disrespect to Burnley, they've had a fantastic season. You know, each game they played with great spirit and great determination, and that's what we need to show next season. And try and cut out the results that we were having at the start of the season. You know, the odd 1-0 defeat, and put them into wins. Because if we did that at the start of the season, we could easily be in that top 7.
But I mean, you look at Burnley this season, and they're pushing for Europe. Do you think maybe Europa League, you could push them out next season?
Hopefully, like it says, all depends where we finish in the league this season. We've still got about another 5 games to go, yeah, so it all depends where we finish.
Europa League football.
Burnley will push, we can push. The last time Newcastle win it, they didn't beat some CC and Denver.
Yeah, I remember. When you were about 3 years old, I would say.
They haven't spent a lot of money. They've got a good work ethic at Burnley. They've got a good cohesion. They've got a good manager. He knows the division. He works very, very hard with the resources he's got. He's a manager who doesn't make excuses. He knows what he's got and he works well with them. Akin to Rafa. Rafa's very, very similar to that. You know, he gets his head down and works with what he's got. Yes, he makes the right noises because he does want additional resources, and he's ruffled a few feathers, which he's entitled to do. But at the end of the day, you know, he's made some very good players out of very average players, and he's made some excellent players out of very good players.